lines. They're saying that the lead levels are getting better. Mine aren't.
They're actually increasing, right, Vicki?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when were you initially brought on attention to your pipes being better, or there being a problem with the lead or the pipes?
In October of 2015.
So here we are.
I drank the water from April 14th. From the time we switched over, the first couple days it tasted a little strange, but other than that, mine was clear. And that's pretty much all I drink all day is water. So I drank water from April 2014 until October 2015.
Unbelievable. And now, some of the things you were sharing with us was that you were diagnosed with the Parkinson's.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that can be, we were talking genetic, but it's something that the lead actually can bring on.
Right.
So what, as far as when you go to speak with your medical people, what kind of attention are you receiving? Like, is there any concern about the lead or amongst your medical people? Or are they testing for things like that or other?
I was diagnosed in August of 2015 with the Parkinson's. I was showing symptoms starting in April or May of 2015, but I wasn't diagnosed until August of 2015. And he got me on medication to get the tremors under control. They're still playing with that medication. But it wasn't until they came out and said there was lead in the water, and I got online and started Googling it and found out that high levels of lead and magnesium would bring the Parkinson's out. And so from October 2015 till January 2016, when I first got my water checked and went and had my lead levels checked in my blood, the lead levels were normal, but the lead only stays in your bloodstream for 28 days. So by then I'd been drinking bottled water the entire time. They didn't show any lead in my blood.
Oh, okay.
But there's no definitive tests that they can do for Parkinson's or to prove that the lead caused it. But there are studies, and my neurologist said that magnesium would definitely bring it on.
Right.
My water hasn't been tested for anything but lead and copper, but it's been pretty much over the federal safety guidelines of 15 parts per billion.
Right.
For the last 14, 15 months that I've been getting it checked. And I was getting it checked every 2 weeks until June or July of last year. And then since then, I've been part of the Sentinel water testing program with the DEQ. And since then, they've been checking it once a month.
And the DEQ is a state agency.
Yeah, Department of Environmental Quality.
Right. It's sad that because a lot of us, and myself included, are still learning about things here in Flint. So some of these things I'll have to just clarify because some of us don't know what these things are. Now you had mentioned that the EPA's acceptable level of lead.
Yes, 15 parts per billion.
Right.
Which, as far as I'm concerned, nobody should be drinking lead. It should be 0 parts per billion.
Thank you, because that was my point. And then they spin it up, it seems like you were speaking about your Parkinson's. It seems like they almost want us to think about that other than the fact that they poisoned the water knowingly, poisoned people with heavy metals. I mean, why are we even talking about your Parkinson's? Not to belittle or disrespect, but do you understand what I'm saying? Why
Yes.
are we even... That doesn't have anything to do with them hurting you or poisoning the rest of this community. You know, and these are the things these politicians need to answer to, and quit spinning this crap around, you know, and give us answers and give us and work and act on their promises, because we're not seeing it.
No.
You know, nobody's seeing it.
No.
And these, you know, bringing up these accusations of residents having pre-existing problems, or that they have hygiene problems that cause these skin problems. You know, this is ridiculous, and it's insult to injury. You know, and that's why we're here, because we're sick of hearing it. You hear it on the news, you hear it on all of them. Every news channel out there, they're not telling these stories. These are Flint citizen stories. This is Camp Promise's promise to Flint. We're here to tell their stories. We want them to come out. We want them to share these things that they know, because we're all trying to share education here and create awareness, and that's the whole point of this camp, because most people don't know that you can't use the water to shower. They think it's a systemic issue, you know, an internal issue, and it's just not the case. This water is toxic. It's not good to bathe in. Most people don't even realize that. So it's good that we're here doing this. We're really glad that you came out. We hope that you keep coming out, and if you can bring friends or anyone you meet in the community that would like to come help us, because we're here to tell your stories and give you the mic and give you the camera and let you guys go, because these guys come down here and they shoot a 10-second clip and they leave, and that's it. And they go sell their story that they intended on reporting before they ever even got here.
Yeah.
That story was picked out by their management, by their seniors, and they said, go tell this story, go report on it. How do you do that? Yeah. How does that work? You came down here and talked to people, and you're going to go report the story why'd you even come out? You know, so that's our promise, is that we're here to share these stories, and we appreciate you coming, and just hope that you continue to come and spread the word and get them all out here. And thanks, you're such a sweet lady, Vicki. We're lucky to have you. And thanks, guys, for listening. This is hard to do. It's emotional. These stories aren't always nice, and it's hard to do this sometimes, but we have to, and we have to listen to these stories, because it's reality, and this is reality here in Flint, Michigan, everybody. So please share these videos and stay tuned at Camp Promise, because we're doing good things here. Peace and love, everybody.